Cross the line of demarcation and enter the halls of nutrition.
The 15-Minute Morning Show podcast. We fit more people in here than ever before.
Yay!
But except for one person, Scotty, in the other room. Hi, Scotty.
Yeah, I can't fit in there.
Oh.
And here's Gandhi.
Hello.
And here's Scary.
What up?
And here's Garrett. Our special guest, David Katz, is here.
David Katz.
I apologize in advance.
Here's Danielle.
Hello.
Here's Nate. Hello. And hi, how are you? All right, where do we start? Let's start with our special guest, David.
Terrific.
What say you, David?
What say me? Can we talk about fate?
Yes.
So normally when I would come down to the radio station, I would take the subway. This morning I had a doctor's appointment. I'm going, do I want to walk all the way back to the subway to come here? No, I'm going to take a cab. So I take a cab, and we turn down 55th Street, and a truck is backing out, blocking traffic. Do I want to stay in the cab, or should I get out and walk? I got out and walked. As I'm waiting at 55th and 5th Avenue to cross over, someone goes, "Hey, Dave Katz!" It was a fraternity brother of mine from college.
Wow.
Hadn't seen him in 25 years.
Wow.
Had I not done all of those things,
Yep.
I would not have seen him. And interesting enough, he manages buildings for a living. He manages this building.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Can you
We
give
have
us?
an in.
World.
Can you give us a discount?
I'm going to try, and I get 10%.
So let's talk about fate.
Yes, David.
Okay, but you see, not to throw this out the window, but let's say fate had played a different hand and you had stayed in the cab. Who's to say that you wouldn't have hopped out of the cab when you got here and ran into another friend who owed you $100,000? They've been trying to find you for years.
Oh. True.
A distinct possibility, considering how many friends owe me that money.
I don't know. Do you ever think about, like, if I left the house 1 second earlier, I may have been hit by a car that may have run a stop sign and may have hurt.
all the time. Have you seen the movie Sliding Doors?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was just
That's
thinking.
exactly. I think
Yeah.
ever since I saw that movie, that's all I think about all the time.
Same. Just the other day, I was literally driving behind a car, and somebody exited off the parkway and slammed into the car in front of me. If I got in front of that car a little bit earlier, it would have been me. So
Yep.
it's just things just work out the way they're
Yep.
supposed to, I guess.
I had a David situation.
For most things.
I had a David situation yesterday. So normally I leave as soon as the show's over after I get all my work done. But I was staying around working on some back-end stuff on the app, and Gandhi's like, "Hey, can I get a ride home?" So I waited until you guys were done with your production. As we're walking out, I ran into a guy I haven't seen in 9 years. He lived in New York and he moved to LA, and he just happened to be getting a juice and walked down the same corner. We literally stopped as we were crossing the street, and we're like, "Todd,
awesome.
Garrett?"
I know, but 1 minute off.
Of
not,
course.
it would not
Seconds.
happen.
Ned
Not even a minute.
Ryerson. Ned Ryerson.
Groundhog Day.
David Katz knows every line from every movie ever made before the year 1987.
Stephen Tobolowsky, a Carney Award winner. Thank you very much.
That's David. David would get mad at me. He'll go,
How do you not know that line?
Yeah, we'd be riding in traffic. He'll go, "What do you say, Martha? What movie is that from?" And I go, what do you say, Martha? I don't know. And he'd hit me. Are you kidding me? You didn't watch Back to the Future? Or, insert old movie line here.
Do you do that to your wife too?
Oh, yeah. You know which one I do with her? From the movie Trading Places. They certainly are a musical people, aren't they? Yes, my wife is Bayesian. I can say those things. And she laughs, thank God. But I do it to her.
Okay. All you do is just... I bet she probably abuses you 15 times more than you abuse her.
She and the dogs combined.
Yeah, okay.
I've been trying to talk people out of getting multiple dogs.
Yes.
Yes.
I've got two. I love them.
Well,
Obviously, I failed.
David, Skiri, and myself had a lovely man date last week, and it was a great little bonding experience for the three of us. We had a little bit of bacon, a little bit of steak, saw a show.
A little
it was
bit
a
of
good
bacon
time.
in my life. Sorry, I heard you play that song
Yep.
earlier.
You know what? And I was about to say along those lines, it was nice to get out of the monotony of the same people that I always hang out with. Like, I have my Hoboken friends here.
Like
and I
Jet
got
Ski
my-
Brian and
Jet Ski Brian and Falco
Darren.
and Indian Matt, those guys. And then I got my Brooklyn friends over there.
And
But it's always-
Tattletale Tony.
And I have my girlfriend, and then I have my family. And it's
Fuck
like a
Stick Frankie. How's Fuck Stick doing?
Prosciutto Pat.
when did Fuckstick Frankie join the
He's just one of your friends' names.
It was just nice because the dynamic and the chemistry is different because I switched up my group because I usually don't have dinner with David very often or Nate. So the three of us came together. I'm like, this was kind of fun. I would like to do this again sometime because it brought new conversation into my world or different types of things.
Well, that's good. And next time for a foursome, bring fuck stick with you.
Anyway, sorry, that was my point. I digress.
How's it going in there, Scotty?
It's going great. I'm just trying to not have dead air here for a second.
Yeah, Scotty's still working. We're just playing.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why people don't understand. Like, well, why don't you hang out with them? I'm still running the show in here while you guys are doing that, so I have to kind of be in here and paying attention.
It's not that we smell.
No, not today.
We're having all this fun.
Without you.
What movie is that from?
Good.
Quick. Scotty got a new toy he's excited about in there.
What'd you get?
I wouldn't call it a toy. I stole a mail cart from another floor because I'm just trying to find some place to put all my cereal because it's gathering on the floor and
Well,
it's
I
out of
heard
space.
that's becoming a problem.
Yeah, it's a fire hazard.
What's going on?
Who said that?
Well,
told you that?
apparently,
No problem. What?
somebody told me that you've got a little hoarding situation going on in there now.
Well, I mean, it's cereal. It's not really.
Well, is it a
hoarding.
problem? By,
Who's the somebody that
is someone
told you?
asking them
gonna rat
to?
him
Is someone asking him to clean it out, or they're just commenting on the fact he's a slob?
That. B.
slob. Yeah,
That sounds
Bob
like
is okay.
something Andrew would say.
I'm not divulging my source.
You said the word rat. Is that part of the problem with the attraction to vermin?
You know, believe it or not, when we had the cereal library in the old studio, there was never any roaches.
Never a
Cereal
roach.
library.
Not even an ant.
Because the cereal was so old and nasty, the mice didn't even want to get near it.
I don't know what to do with it. I'm running into a problem again here because the boxes are piling up. Can't throw it out.
Then you gotta police that.
I don't
can't
understand
you
why
throw
you
it
didn't
out,
get
though?
shelves. Weren't you getting shelves?
I was told I wasn't allowed to.
Who told you that?
David
beginning.
just met his college roommate.
I'll call him.
Yeah, but
He manages the building.
I said from the beginning that what we should do in the kitchen down the hall is we should put those cereal dispensers, and after we try them, I'll dump them into the dispenser and let people here eat them. With the knobby things.
The knobby
And I'll
things.
just keep refilling.
Is there
them
a
with different
health code
cereals.
violation there?
And plus, we can't have nice things.
But can we go back to why you said why can't you throw them out? You said you can't throw them out.
Because I have a cereal podcast. I can't throw cereal away. I don't know.
You've done this. You've tested the cereal. You've
Yes.
tried it.
Yes.
Some of them you've hated.
It's
Why
gone.
can't- Why can't
You know what? It's probably something in my brain that won't allow me to do that.
Nostalgia.
I feel like
Hoarding.
It's also so wasteful, though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
to just
yeah.
try a box of cereal and then
Yeah, I
throw
won't throw it.
away.
I don't
Why-
want to throw it out.
Why can't you just put a couple of boxes in the kitchen and see?
Because something in my head tells me that I have to keep the
Scotty,
box.
I'm with you, and it's the same thing. Like for instance, like with legacy electronic equipment for me, I have to have my CD players and my tape decks and my turntables. I can't get rid of
Wait,
them.
you
I
call them
can't-
legacy equipment?
It's called legacy equipment, and that's the old school analog stuff. That's like an actual physical, AM/FM radio. A
Do you still have an
turntable.
8-track player?
I don't have an 8-track, but oh my God! But I do have a reel-to-reel, an audio reel-to-reel, and I have 2 movie projectors from my great aunt Millie, and my parents. And I refuse to part with this stuff, and it's sitting in storage. I'll never use it. You don't listen to the media on that stuff anymore. I have
I'll
my
come
phone.
over and we can watch some Super 8 movie films.
It's all porn, right?
Similarly,
Scotty,
yeah.
if you give me your boxes, I will make you something out of it.
I have hundreds of them.
Give them to me.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? A collage or
Yeah,
something like
I'll
that?
make you something to hang behind you.
Okay, I will do that.
How about a scrapbook?
I would love that because this wall is bare. I need something.
Give them to me.
Done.
Okay.
Good
Thank
idea.
you.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
See?
Problem
There's a solution.
It's a sickness, though.
You want to
It
sell
is.
that movie
It's
projector?
Yeah, I'll give it to you for free.
Okay, even better.
My mom said that my grandpa used to watch this movie on a movie projector, and it was this girl. She was belly dancing, and she was topless. And she would always tell my mom. He would always tell my mom, "You can't watch this movie," but she always knew what it was. And so when he wasn't around, she'd sneak the movie. And that was like the first porn back then with the topless dancer on the
Was it like an
movie
ant?
projector. I don't know.
Like your-
no,
your-
it wasn't an ant. It wasn't somebody we knew, but it was an actual movie.
It was
I
on a
guess.
reel?
Yeah, it was like a reel.
you can
Give it to Scary. He
Yeah,
wants to
yeah,
watch
yeah.
it.
Yeah, she
Yeah, but
would
we
run
have
it to the thing.
our family. We have old family movies on
Of
Super
course.
8, no sound. You got to run it through the machine,
Yeah.
and we still have the projector somewhere. I think I should probably transfer it at some point before it falls
Need
apart.
to.
Did you ever have those
Yeah.
family nights I mean, we're old enough that we'd sit up in the playroom, we'd put up the screen, the projector, and watch those great home movies without any sound. Did you guys do that?
Yeah,
at
we
all?
had. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
How much fun was
So
that?
much. And who in this room is old enough to remember when the movie projector came into your classroom on the media cart?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
And the
thought my
teacher would
Nintendo
fall asleep,
64 was old.
and the thing would go, it would come off the reel, and it was like, hello. How about when there was a slideshow, and it beeped, and then you'd go, change it, and it was your job to change the slide
Yes,
projector.
and you always wanted to be the kid.
Yeah.
Whenever they wanted to volunteer, I'd be like, me, I want to push the button.
Yeah.
I'd get so excited.
It was
when
on
the
a
kid-
record, and it would
The
beep.
Media Geeks.
Yes.
They have a name. What are they
AV
called?
Club.
The AV Club. Wow.
All right.
Did any of you ever work in the cafeteria at school?
No.
No.
They would make like 1 or 2 kids per week like do detail in the
What,
cafeteria.
KP duty?
Jail?
Yeah,
And
I
not
would get
get
out.
paid?
I was like, I'm not going to do that. I got out of it every single time. My mom would call in sick, so I wouldn't have to go to
Oh,
school.
wait a second. I was the chocolate milk monitor. Because to make sure the kids, I had
That
a hand.
makes so much sense.
They
My
next
wouldn't
dream
allow,
job.
They wouldn't allow kids because there was the regular milk and the chocolate milk. They wouldn't allow the kids to reach their hands in because they were going to take 2 or 3. So I would have to stand there and hand it and put it on their tray so they wouldn't go near the refrigerator. So I was the chocolate milk guy.
And how about safety patrol?
I was
Did
going
any
to
of you
say
on
that
this?
was the worst
Safety
monitor
squad.
to be because
I was on
everyone
safety patrol.
hated the safety patrol.
I was the sergeant. I would yell at kids for running in the
You
hallway.
would
take their
be a
names down.
sergeant.
You
at
would
a-
hate
Yes.
them.
You would be a
What the
sergeant
hell?
in a safety
Dude,
patrol.
where I grew up, the safety monitor had their underwear pulled over their head and stuff.
Yeah, my badge was a different color
You
because
had a
I was.
badge?
We had a sash with a badge. Someone got
We
to
had
go to the
badges.
crosswalk, and I would write kids' names down for running in the hall.
Of course you did.
You narc.
I was
Yeah.
also the pull-out monitor. Where everyone had,
Wow.
we used to have
Well.
quiet like lunch periods sometimes, and I used to walk around, and if I saw people talking, I'm like, get out. And then I used to have to go to the front row.
Wait, hold on. They would put you in that position?
Yeah.
See, that's not cool.
That's not nice.
My school was like that. We had like 4 or 5 of us walking around,
And
I
you
was
said yes to
as
it?
as a senior, and I'd be like, you two, get out, and then
You as a bouncer is kind of funny to me.
yeah, and then when we went outside to play, those kids who were not eating their lunch silently, they had to go stand against the wall.
Why?
For the
Who
rest
the
of
hell
the-
makes
Nazi
kids
high?
eat
No,
lunch silently?
then they would shoot them.
Oh my God.
They would beat them with baseball
This is
bats.
the whole world.
Wait a minute.
No?
Lunch
Am I-
is
No.
supposed to be a place where you can let it all out. Why
Lunch was
would
the
you
fun time.
stop kids
Lunch-
from talking?
there was the cold lunch kids and the hot lunch kids.
The cold lunch kids weren't allowed to talk?
The cold lunch kids
Racists.
and the hot lunch kids, while they were the first 25 minutes, they had to be silent.
Why?
I don't know.
Stupid.
And the younger kids had to put their heads down like this. I'm not even kidding you.
Where the fuck did you go to school?
PS204.
Oh my God! Sounds like a
That
lot of
explains
fun.
it.
And then you went outside, and then the people got to play. The kids got to play, but not everyone got to play. The ones who were pulled out by the pull-out monitors had to stand against the wall. For
You
the
would
whole,
consciously steal recess from people?
It wasn't. It was lunch.
Would people pay you off?
Scary.
No, but I
That seems like the Brooklyn way.
I gotta be honest. Did that not go on in any other
No.
school?
No, well, not that
Never
we're
had that.
aware of.
And how the name Pull Out Anthony hasn't
Yeah.
stuck over the years is beyond me.
They were strict as hell, man.
That's
Really?
crazy.
You know what I used to do in lunch? The little milk cartons that you would get for lunch was a quarter, whatever it was. Our cafeteria had those walls that would fold out so they could make it, another room. You know those walls the
Yes.
accordion walls.
Retractable walls.
So we would each get containers of milk, and we would pull the wall out just a little bit and put it inside one of the folds. Then we would all go up against the wall and smush it, and milk would just flow all over the floor.
See, you should have gone to school with Scary. You needed discipline.
You'd been standing against a wall in no time.
Scary would pull you out so quickly.
Yeah, right.
And it,
You out.
and it would continue in middle school too with Mr. Orsini. He was the gym teacher who presided over lunch, and he'd be like, "Pass the line of demarcation and enter the halls of nutrition." And then everyone would run in.
What?
This was my people.
This sounds like an acid trip.
yeah.
What a shitty fucking school, man.
You! Rapid mastication is bad for you. That's what he used to do.
What?
Meaning
I'm not making this shit up.
he was telling you you're eating too fast.
Yeah.
Rapid mastication.
Rapid mastication. The effects of rapid
Did you go to school in the 30s?
That's how they spoke. That was middle school.
See, you're eating too fast there, kiddo.
Slow down there, hey?
We got to get out of here.
Yeah, we do. I'm
We've learned way too much.
gonna go stand in the corner.
Yes, up against the wall.
Scary,
You're
kick us out.
masticating way too fast.
Kick us out, Scary.
All right. Bye.